They found his rope by the red clay road. Boot prints deep where the cold wind blowed. Two black crows on the hanging tree, watching dust where a man broke free. A dead man's coin and a judge's dead. No one asked why the gallows swayed, but every liar stepped back afraid. The city died when the law bell cried, with a sinner's name in his hands tied. But the black rope snapped in the night wind screamed. Some men wake from a dead man's dream. He came back with rope, burned redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. He rode into town when the sun went black, with a torn up coat and a smoking track. The judge went pale by the window light when those old boots dragged through the night. He said, I came for the truth you stole, now pay that price with your guilty soul. The saloon door shook, the candles died. The preacher locked himself inside, and far below where the lost men yelled, the devil heard that rope burn bell. He came back with a rope, burned redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. I felt the rope go burning. I heard the blackbirds sing. They said my name was buried. I said, then crown the king. I was broken, I was left in the flame, but a soul born for thunder comes back with his name. Hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. When the hanging tree starts shaking and the red road runs deep, you can hear redemption walking that the guilty had to keep. They found his coat by the coffin lid. Nails bent back like the grave forbid. 3 black candles by the undertaker's door. Smoke rolled out across the floor. He had a cracked jaw and a sinner's chain, a dead man's grin in the freezing rain. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every liar knew what they lost. They said he slept where the cold dirt lies, with silver coins on his tired eyes. But the pine box cried, some men rise, when the guilty hide. The coffin wouldn't close, the black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. He rode into town when the lamps burned low, with a torn black coat and a ghost white glow. The judge stepped back from the courthouse light when those old boots cracked the night. He said, I came for the debt you made, now pay it back before you fade. The saloon door shook, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side. And far below where lost souls froze, the devil heard that coffin close. The coffin wouldn't close, the black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. I heard the pine boards cracking, I felt the cold nails bend. They said my road was over. I said, not at the end. I was broken, I was left with no name, but a soul made of thunder comes back through the flame. Black dirt wouldn't stay. He came back through the thunder at the break of Judgment Day. No grave could hold him, no devil took his soul. He was the last dark warning when the coffin wouldn't close. When the graveyard starts shaking and the cold night takes its toll, you can hear those boots returning when the coffin wouldn't close. stone, 6 feet deep where the weeds had grown. 3 black clouds over county land, thunder rolling from a dead man's hand. Torn black coat and a rusted chain, a bullet scar and a mouthful of rain. No one asked why the ground had split, but every sinner took one step from it. They said he died when the cold bell cried, with his boots tied down on the sinner's side. But the grave wind screamed, some men wake when the guilty dream. He came back with 6 feet of thunder, fire in his blood and dirt in his eyes. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. It was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. When the lamps burned thin, with a dead man's smile and a storm within. The sheriff froze by the courthouse light when those old boots shook the night. He said, I came for the lies you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The saloon doors cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke on the sinner's side. And far below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that thunder swell. He came back with 6 feet of thunder, fire in his blood and dirt in his eyes. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. It was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. I heard the dirt start breaking, I felt the storm roll near. They said the dead stay silent. I said, then let them hear. I was blackened, I was left with no name, but a soul made of thunder comes back through the flame. Eyes. He tore that grave wide open and walked where the wicked hide. No cross could keep him sleeping, no devil made him low. He was the black storm coming where the guilty had to go. When the grave road starts shaking and the midnight winds blow, you can hear that thunder walking where the guilty had to go. found his head by the crowbell rope. Dust on the floor where the dead lose hope. 2 black feathers on a Bible page. Smoke curled up like a holy rage. He had a scarlet mark and a rusted blade, a dead man's oath that the night obeyed. No one asked what grave he left, but every sinner held his breath. They said he died when the bell rang twice, with his hands gone cold as winter ice. But the rafters cried, some men rise when the law has lied. When the crow bell sounded, he came walking through the flame, with death on his shoulder and thunder in his name. No judge could stop him, no devil bought his soul. He was the black bell ringing when the truth came home. He rode into town with the sunrise dead, a crooked cross hanging overhead. The marshal ran, the preacher stared when those old boots had hit the square. He said, I came for the debt you had. Open that door and step outside. The windows cracked, the candles cried, the guilty men looked dead inside. And far below, where the dark winds roll, the devil heard that crow bell toll. When the crow bell sounded, he came walking through the flame, with death on his shoulder and thunder in his name. No judge could stop him, no devil bought his soul. He was the black bell ringing when the truth came home. I heard the crow bell calling. I watched the rope swing free. They said the grave had won. I said, it lost to me. I was judged, I was broken, I was cast in the cold. But a heart made of iron can't be bought or sold. Came walking through the found his coat by the coffin nails. Rainwater running down the jailhouse rails. Two black lanterns by a broken stone. Thunder speaking through the bone. Cold-eyed stare and a rusted gun, a prayer gone dark from a life outrun. No one asked what grave he knew, but every candle burned black blue. They said he slept where the worms run deep, with 6 iron nails and no soul to keep. But the pine box cried, some men wake when the cowards lie. He came back with coffin nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black warning the guilty had to feel. The storm behind, a cracked old cross and a loaded mine. The banker hid, the judge went still when those boots came down from the hill. He said, I came for the lie you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The window shook, the dogs ran low, the church bell cried like a dying crow. And far below where lost souls burned, the devil knew he had returned. He came back with coffin nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black warning the guilty had to feel. I heard the coffin cracking, I felt the thunder roll. They said death had taken me. I said it missed my soul. I was thrown to the rain, but a man born in thunder comes back through the pain. He came back with coffin nails and thunder, fire in his blood, dust on his name. He split that grave wide open and walked straight through the flame. No bell could bury him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last black warning the guilty had to feel. When the graveyard starts shaking and the midnight bells all peal, you can hear that thunder walking the guilty had to feel. by the red clay road. Boot prints deep where the cold wind blowed. Two black crows on the hanging tree, watching dust where a man broke free. In his neck, a dead man's coin and the judge's dead. No one asked why the gallows swayed, but every liar stepped back afraid. They said he died when the law bell cried, with the sinner's name in his hands tied. But the black rope snapped and the night wind screamed. Some men wake from a dead man's dream. He came back with rope burn redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. He rode into town when the sun went black, with a torn up coat and a smoking track. The judge went pale by the window light when those old boots dragged through the night. He said, I came for the truth you stole, now pay that price with your guilty soul. The saloon door shook, the candles died, the preacher locked himself inside, and far below where the lost men yelled, the devil heard that rope burn bell. He came back with rope burn redemption, fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. I felt the rope go burning, I heard the blackbirds sing. They said my name was buried, I said then crown the king. I was judged, I was broken, I was left in the flame. But a soul born for thunder comes back with his name. Fire in his blood and dirt on his hands. He walked through hell with no confession, and the devil couldn't make him stand. No chain could own him, no grave could make him sleep. He was the last dark promise that the guilty had to keep. When the hanging tree starts shaking and the red road runs deep, you can hear redemption walking that the guilty had to keep. found his rope by the hanging tree. Dust still moving where he used to be. Two black hats by the courthouse stone. One cold shadow walking home. And a sinner's scar, a Bible page in a whiskey jar. No one asked why the dead bell rang, but the whole town froze when the iron sang. They said he swung when the moon went red, with a crooked law above his head. But the rope snapped hard and the night wind cried, some men don't die when the judges lie. The gallows let him go, with fire in his eyes. He came back through the dust, where the guilty hide. No rope could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. He rode through town with the dark pulled tide, dragging smoke through the lantern light. The judge looked down and lost his breath when that old dead man smiled at death. He said, I came for the truth you sold, now pay me back in blood and gold. The windows cracked, the choir ran, the marshal dropped his shaking hand. And far below, where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that gallows bell. The gallows let him go, with fire in his eyes. He came back through the dust, where the guilty hide. No rope could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. I felt the rope go tighter. I heard the preacher pray. They said the law had won. I said, not today. I was left in the cold, but a soul made of iron can't be bought or sold. Dust, where the guilty hide. No rope could claim him, no devil took his soul. He was the last bell ringing when the gallows let him go. When the hanging tree starts shaking and the church lights burn low, you can hear those old boots walking where the gallows let him go. found his coat where the red dirt bled. Boot tracks circling the preacher's shed. 3 black crosses by a broken well. Smoke rose up like a road from hell. He had a burned up book and a rusted chain, a dead man's grin, the desert rain. No one asked what grave he knew, but every liar back from view. They said he died when the west wind cried, with his name nailed down on the sinner's side. But the red dirt screamed, some men rise when the guilty dream. He came back with a red dirt testament, fire in his hands, thunder in his breath. He walked through hell like a black coat warning, and scared the devil half to death. No grave could claim him, no law could make him stay. He was the last dark witness on Judgment Day. He rode into town and the lamps went dim, with 100 ghosts riding close to him. The judge turned pale in the courthouse light when those old boots shook the night. He said, I came for the truth you sold, now pay that debt before you're cold. The saloon doors cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke from the inside, and far below where the black flames roll, the devil felt that red dirt soul. He came back with a red dirt testament, fire in his hands, thunder in his breath. He walked through hell like a black coat warning, and scared the devil half to death. No grave could claim him, no law could make him stay. He was the last dark witness on Judgment Day. I heard the red dirt calling, I felt the grave bells shake. They said my soul was finished. I said, then watch it wake. I was buried, I was broken, I was left in the flame. But a man born of thunder comes back with his name. Scared the devil half to death. No grave could claim him, no law could make him stay. He was the last dark witness on Judgment Day. When the red dirt starts whispering and the cold church lights turn gray, you can hear that witness walking on Judgment Day. his knife by the mission wall. Blood on the steps where the saints look small. Two black horses by the iron gate, breathing smoke like they knew his fate. He had a long scar under one dead eye, cracked old badge and the mouth gone dry. No one asked what road he rode, but the mercy bell broke when his shadow showed. They said he drowned where the Black Creek turns, with a sinner's mark in the coat that burned. But the mud rose high and the night wind cried, some men come back when the truth gets lied. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. He rode into town when the candles bent, with the debt unpaid and a hard hail sent. The banker hid and the judge turned pale when those old boots crossed the county jail. He said, I ain't here for bread or wine, I came for the man who traded mine. You sold my name for a gambler's breath, now watch that lie come dressed as death. The church doors moaned, the windows cracked, the undertaker took 3 steps back, and down below where the lost souls yell, the devil heard that mercy bell. There was blood on the mercy bell and fire on the chapel floor. He walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. I heard the angels whisper, I heard the devil laugh. I saw my name in burning dust, then I tore that page in half. Left where I fell, but a man built from ruin can walk back out of hell. Chapel floor, he walked straight out of hell, kicking down death's door. He was the smoke in the pulpit, the curse in the rain, the last black rider with judgment in his veins. No grave could quiet him, no law could make him kneel. He was the last dark warning, with blood on the mercy bell. When the church bell starts bleeding and the cold night starts to swell, you can hear those old boots coming, with blood on the mercy bell. found his spurs by the mission wall. Black and silver from a dead man's fall. Two pale horses by the broken gate, breathing smoke like they knew his fate. He had a knife-cut coat and a gambler's scar, prayer sealed shut in a whiskey jar. No one asked what oath he swore, but every coward locked his door. They said he fell where the coyotes cried with the black spur oath on the day he died, but the red dust screamed, some men rise when the guilty dream. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. Holy was the last dark promise written on his soul. He came through town when the bell struck none, with a red-eyed moon and a smoking gun. The banker hid, the judge went still. When his shadow climbed the hill, he said, I came for the blood you hide. Step out now and choose your side. The windows cracked, the lamps burned blue. The preacher knew that death was due. And far below where the black fires roll, the devil heard that black spur oath. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. Holy was the last dark promise written on his soul. I heard the spurs start ringing, I saw the red dust rise. They said my oath was buried. I said oaths don't die. I was hunted, I was broken, I was left in the cold, but a vow made in fire don't rust and don't fold. He rode back on a black spur oath, fire in his hands, death in his coat. He crossed that line where angels turn and made the gates of darkness burn. No law could break him, no grave could take him. Holy was the last dark promise written on his soul. When the red moon starts falling and the trail winds cold, you can hear those black spurs ringing from the oath upon his soul. They found his coat by the coal black track. Boot marks turning when none came back. Two black trains on a dead-end line, whistling smoke like a warning sign. He had a cracked old badge and a sinner's grin, a Bible burned where the names begin. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every liar knew what they lost. They said he died where the coal dust sleeps, with iron nails and secrets deep. But the black earth cried, some men return when the wicked hide. He was the coal dust prophet, with fire in his breath. He walked out of the darkness with one hand raised for death. No grave could quiet him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last bad omen the guilty had to feel. With a dead man's coin and a blood-stained book, the mayor ran and the judge went pale. When those old boots crossed the jail, he said, I came for the truth you sold. Now pay that debt in dust and gold. The lanterns cracked, the horses cried, the church doors locked from the inside. And far below where the lost men shout, the devil felt the coal smoke rise out. He was a coal dust prophet, with fire in his breath. He walked out of the darkness with one hand raised for death. No grave could quiet him, no devil made him kneel. He was the last bad omen the guilty had to feel. I heard the black train calling, I watched the iron glow. They said my soul was buried. I said, then dig below. I was left in the clay, but a man made of thunder don't fade away. The guilty had to feel. The black train starts crying and the cold rails start to squeal. You can hear that prophet coming. The guilty had to feel. They found his badge in the courthouse fire, boots in the ash by the broken wire. 3 black black hats on a witness chair. Smoke wrote justice in the air. Carved in bone, a dead man's grin and a heart of stone. No one asked what grave he crossed, but every lion knew the cost. They said he fell when the rifles cried, with his hands tied down on the center side. But the courthouse floor screamed, some men rise when the law is lied. Bury the badge in fire, let the black smoke climb. He came back for judgment at the end of borrowed time. No law could chain him, no grave could make him kneel. He was the last hard promise the guilty had to feel. He rode into town when the lamps burned red, with the torn black coat in the eyes of the dead. The sheriff prayed by the jailhouse light. When those old boots split the night, he said, I came for the names you sold. Now pay that debt in blood and gold. The windows cracked, the horses cried, the church bell broke from the inside. And far below where the lost men yelled, the devil heard that courthouse bell. Bury the badge in fire, let the black smoke climb. He came back for judgment at the end of borrowed time. No law could chain him, no grave could make him kneel. He was the last hard promise the guilty had to feel. I heard the judge start praying. I watched the rope burn clean. They said the badge, it buried me. I said, then watch it bleed. I was tried, I was broken, I was left in the flame. But a man born for judgment comes back with his name. Guilty had to feel. When the courthouse starts burning and the night turns cold as steel, you can hear that badge fall silent. The guilty had to feel.